I was going to say, we invest a lot of effort in surveillance at air services in the context of the Accelerate program.
You nearly wanted to pull their licence a few years ago, didn't you?
That's correct. And we invest a lot of effort in surveillance of air services in the Accelerate program to ensure that we are satisfied that there are enough controllers on the ground to do the job. We've mentioned that to the committee in the past, and we do that constantly.
So this email didn't trigger any further inquiries other than your usual inquiries into the Accelerate program. Is that right?
It triggered the inquiries into the traffic traffic events at Melbourne on that day.
So we knew that there was a storm event at that time, so we inquired into the storm event to see whether or not the points that were being made about that storm event were reasonable, and we satisfied ourselves.
So all the material, sorry?
Yeah, because it was all connected. It is
all connected, but all the concerns saying we're under enormous stress, we don't have the staff, we're really struggling to cope with this, and we were lucky that we got through that storm event with a reduction in staff. That didn't cause you any concerns, any additional concerns?
Senator, as I said, that organisation is not involved in air traffic control.
Hang on, but it's important for its support.
It's important, and no doubt Mr. Harfield or someone would explain its importance in a lot of detail, but it's not directly involved in air traffic control. We looked at the safety of air navigation operations.
So
we looked at that. We looked at that event.
Who oversights it? Who's the watchdog? Because I think we conceded at our previous meeting that Mr. Coleman, let me get there. That what they do or what they might not do can impact on air safety. So who's got the oversight power over them, if not CASA?
Well, we oversight the entirety of air services, so I'll make that absolutely clear. But the point that I was making at the previous meeting, and I'll make again, is that, we're looking at the flow management that is run out of the NOC, but the flow management is different than the day-to-day air traffic control day-to-day air traffic control. So for example, if the NOC slows traffic down, which the NOC can slow the flow of traffic down, that's a safer outcome. It's a slower outcome, but it's a safer outcome.
Unless they're right, but some of them are getting low on fuel, though.
But Senator, to be fair, it's a forecast storm event. The pilots have got weather forecasts. They take on fuel. They're used to holding. They hold for a certain period of time. They make a decision that they can no longer hold if they can't get in, and they go to their alternate. That's what they do. That's how the system works. It's supposed to work that way, and that's exactly the way it does work. And I don't believe that you can then get into a situation of saying that this is the pilot's decision when they're doing their flight planning. That is how the system works. It's a complete system.
Is there any intention to further review the operations of the Accelerate program and the impact it may be having on air traffic control in this country?
Senator, I'm very concerned about keeping an eye on the Accelerate program. We are looking at it all the time. As I indicated to the committee previously too, we look at it extremely frequently. We visit lots. We surveil lots of locations, both in air traffic control and firefighting. My principal concern is possibly the long-term effects of Accelerate over time, because at the moment, in the last 6 months or 8 months since Accelerate began, we've got no evidence of any safety-related issues that are directly related to the Accelerate program.
So you saw no reason to speak to the author of this email?
I didn't, Senator, no. And I still don't see it as a direct safety-related issue. We know there are enough controllers on duty. We know that it was a difficult day, but they're trained for difficult days. We know that it was a difficult day, but it was a difficult day. The Air Services has made the point that they will not reduce the number of operationally rostered air traffic controllers. That's the point that's been made here. It's been made repeatedly. That's the thing that we look at, because we're looking at the day-to-day service that's provided and making sure that it is safe. The other point that I made is, over the long term, we will be looking very hard at air services, and we'll continue to look to make sure that there is no slow degradation of capability. But at the moment, the capability is fine.
Can't take it any further, Chair. Thank you.
Thank you.